Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the project. And a project that is, holy. I've been diving hard into the landing gear because that's the next step in the rebuild process, at least for me. Because then once the landing gear is done, then I can paint this and then cover it. Get my brother to do the cool paint for the cowling and the belly, and guys are gonna have to still wait for what we're planning there. That's just a temporary rod just to put that wheel on, which is actually a golf cart tire. Did you know that? Those are Azusa wheels, so the two-part wheels, but it works really well. And I have decided I'm not going to use those bush wheels. They are a little bit too big, and they're going to be just a little bit too much for what this plane can handle, at least my thoughts. So I decided to go with the same kind of setup as the front. I got some golf cart tires that are on the way. They've got brakes and everything. So I got the sheaths and everything mounted, and I just cut them, and you can see my triangle over there. I did get them squared up so the cuts are nice and straight, so it's going to track nicely. But yeah, it's got the brakes and everything, so I'll get those all hooked up once they get here. But yeah, shout out to Nick at Home Hardware where I live. We're on a first name basis because I'm in there, I swear, every single weekend getting bolts, getting grease for these channels here. And by the way, grease gets freaking everywhere. But I was in there twice yesterday alone. I go back in there literally 5 minutes after I came out. And he's like, forget something? I was like, yep, wrong size of the bolts. I got this size for these. And these stuck out way too far. And the bolts, like you can see there, it's only threaded up a certain portion. So it stuck out too much. I didn't want to put a whole bunch of washers and stuff on there. So I went back and I got the right size just for the sheaths. And then now I have 6 of these bolts, and there's only 1 in each of those channels. But other than that, this one's the one that was bent. Pretty darn good job that the Lethbridge machine shop did on straightening that, because it's dead straight. And the plane, quick update on this. I didn't film when I straightened this, or attempted to. It's still a little bit out of skew, but you can see it's much better than it was. And the big part is we put a level across here on the part we knew was straight, undamaged and everything like that, and then put a level across here, and it was all level and straight. And then we put a level across the back and just made sure everything was to a satisfactory point. And yeah, so that's how everything is looking so far. Happy with the progress. I wish my tires and stuff would get here faster. They were supposed to be here this yesterday, but we closed down the lab at earlier on Fridays, just so we can enjoy a little bit more of a weekend. But they were going to arrive yesterday, but I wasn't at work to receive them. So they should be Monday. The last shipment should be here Wednesday, hopefully. And then I can start working on the whole cluster. I've got all the steel in the shop ready to go. And then other than that, this thing is a beauty. Next up after the landing gear is going to be the panel. And after the panel, then we will get this whole sucker painted up. Or painted up first and then panel. Haven't decided yet. Probably painted first and then panel. But I'm going to use some pretty gorgeous rosewood or purple heart or bloodwood or whatever for the panel, and going to use some pretty interesting instruments. Nothing too fancy. My handheld radio has a GPS in it, so there's everything I need there. Probably do a external antenna for the radio, but we'll cross that bridge when I come to it. And then probably going to use the B-Light, not B-Light, Radiant instrument. It's the multifunction instrument, so it has altitude, airspeed, a vertical speed indicator, and an adjustable altimeter. So the barometric pressure is adjustable, which is awesome, especially for this area where we can have a high pressure zone of 31 point something something and a density altitude of 26 point something something. It's pretty ridiculous. It's absolutely gorgeous today, though. Not a lot of wind. Today's kind of day I'd like to be out flying, but I don't have a plane that's flyable. The laser is close, but yeah. So engine is still in the shop. It's going to sit there until everything is done, even the wings. I'm not going to worry about the engine until everything is ready to go. And then, yeah, once that's all done, then she is flying. I'm hoping to be done by, you know what? I would love to be done by next year, this time next year, for Oshkosh, and fly this down to Oshkosh. That's a dream of mine, to go to Oshkosh at least once and fly a plane that I built, fly it there. So we'll see. It's a worthy goal, I think. But yeah. So that's the update. I will see you guys in the next one. Ciao.